Hi everybody, Vivek here from Meaningful Ideas, and I want to share a quick thing. One of my favorite acronyms is WIIFM. I love WIIFM. It stands for What's in It for Me. And it's a way of, when we're explaining things to our kids, we want to make sure that we relate what we explain to them in a way that shows them how it meets their needs, how it addresses their life, how it's going to make their quality of experience better. Because when we tell kids things from our perspective, what our needs are, it's hard for them to take it in, because why would they change if it's just coming from the outside, if it's just an expectation of an authority figure? But we want them to see that we really care about their experience. So for example, if you want your kids to pick up their toys and you tell them it's because you want a clean house or you don't want someone to get hurt, there's no WIIFM in that. There's no what's in it for me. That's all about you. They're doing it for you. So the question is, how can you frame it in such a way that it meets their needs? Which means you have to obviously do some thinking, right? You have to do some thinking. Is this request that I'm making of them something that is actually going to make sense to them? That's actually going to fulfill their needs? That's actually going to make them feel better? That's actually, how can you tune into that? And if you can't think of it, if you can't think of the what's in it for me for them, then the what's in it for me is really about you, and maybe you need to pick up the toys. But if you want them to pick up the toys, it's got to make sense to them. Otherwise, the only reason they're doing it is because, like I said, they're being pressured by an authority figure. And that kind of interaction is going nowhere with your kids. You're going to end up with resistance and defiance, and it's not going to be fun for anybody. So when you pay attention to what's in it for me, what you're doing is you're really showing them how to share your value. Instead of imposing our values, we want to inspire the values. And I think that can make a huge difference in how we help our kids learn stuff, because otherwise we make learning a drag, and when learning is a drag, nobody wants to do it, and that goes against our goals, So let's think about WIIFM. How can you explain to your kids what's in it for me?